Hey everybody, welcome back to day 2 of our sale. As you can see here, I have one of my all-time favorite snakes that I am not able to sell. So we are doing our 7 days of our final sale for the half off of October. So all these snakes were half off, plus I'm actually giving a bigger discount on them to finish out the sale because I only have about 7 listings left. Um, and this guy is going to be at an all-time low, and this is hopefully what it takes to push to get somebody to pull the trigger and take him home. So he came from an orange dream, leopard firefly, yellow belly, possibly enchi ultramel het pied, bred to black pastel bamboo het ultramel female. And there's potentially up to 8 genes at play in this snake. Now I did test him for het pied, and that came back negative. But this snake, at the very worst, I'm assuming has 4 codom genes in him. I believe he's probably a bamboo, firefly, potentially OD and YB. So there's maybe 4 or 5 genes in him. I have never seen a snake like this in Morph Market. He is completely one of a kind. I don't need him because I have better snakes actually in my collection, and he's not. If he was a het pied, I probably would keep him, but I really doesn't do a whole lot else for me. So what he does for somebody picking him up is get you an ultramel male. He's eating frozen thawed. He's around 300 grams. That has quite a few codoms in him that will make some really unique, probably one of a kind snakes just from breeding him to plain ultramel females. But if you have an ultramel female that has a few genes in her, even better. And the dad, what he did for me is he made a bunch of codom heavy snakes, pieds, and ultramels that I had never seen before, including this male. So let's have me stop talking and sort of showcase this boy here. He has a really awesome temperament. He's very friendly, very inquisitive, and as you can see, just has the most amazing pattern. And what I'm doing for him here is $600 shipped. So, essentially you're paying $550 for him depending on where you live, if you deduct out the shipping costs, and it's an absolute steal. He's a one-of-a-kind snake. He's very friendly. You're not going to know anybody else that has a snake like this, which is the thing that kind of kills me, that he wasn't able to sell for a higher ticket price. And I think a lot of it has to do with how lightly colored he is, and more of that yellow color is coming in as he ages. But I am telling you right now that is literally highlighter yellow, and it's probably coming up better there. Probably the brightest, most fluorescent yellow that you'll ever see on a ball python. And so, like the dad, he had produced, I actually just sold him, but he had produced multiple snakes like this for me. And as you can see, because he's a bamboo, which is a blue-eye Lucy, let me see these little blue eyes, little baby blue eyes. Look how yellow his face is getting there, too. You're producing snakes like this that nobody's seen before. This is like an unseen, this is probably a world's first, I would say. I don't, there's probably world's firsts being made every day, just because once you layer in 3, 4, 5 codoms, it's not really hard to make a world's first. Maybe not the most complex or expensive snakes, but he probably is a world's first. I mean, nobody's probably mixed together the genetics that I had in this. Nobody probably has a genetics in just 2 snakes to make babies like this. So whoever gets him is going to have a really awesome snake. He's going to age like a fine wine. I can only imagine these colors are probably going to come in a little better as he ages, but he's already 300 grams. And as you can see, these colors are already still popping. You can see those tiny little dots and those tiny little designs on the sides of his body. So you can see that there's actually a lot of pattern in there. It's just that he's just that bright, which is why, I think the bamboo combined with the firefly, and potentially like orange dream and yellow belly, brightening up a lot of those colors. He's just kind of so bright that it's hard to distinguish what's going on in there. To me, for me personally, it wasn't worth shed testing him in a full panel, because look, I I already paid $50 to get pied tested for. If I did a full panel, I'd be spending another $120, and it wouldn't necessarily even do anything for me. I mean, I shed tested those DG clowns, and I didn't learn anything I didn't already know. I already knew they were red stripe, and I wasted, you know, $250 shed testing them, and basically the shed test didn't tell me anything other than they're red stripe DG clowns. So, you know, this it wouldn't be worth the money at this point. It's been a hard sell on him just because of these colors not showing up in camera. But hopefully this video does that. The contrast here on the Coco versus his body, as you can see, he's very active. So hopefully that sells it too, because he's a really nice snake. And for $600, you're getting a snake that nobody else has. So for day 2, we have this beautiful ultramel male here, who's going to make somebody a very happy pet owner or a breeder. I mean, he's still powerful as a breeder too. I don't want that to kind of go unsaid. If you're in the ultramel project, this guy's a must-have, just because he has going to have so many codoms layered in there. But I mean, look at that. Look how crazy that is. Don't forget to stop by tomorrow for day 3.